Hello, collective. Welcome to the channel. It is October 8th, 2025, and I'm back with a short message. The curator was talking about immigration again. There's something about alimony. Now, these folks sacrificed their spouses to this shadow demon, this low vibrational existence where their energy was harvested and their spiritual accounts were siphoned. The contract with them never ended. They sacrificed them and replaced them with a copycat so that it would appear as though they were still with the person that they had originally contracted with. However, they would sacrifice them into a state of suffering, and then they would continue to draw on that spiritual account and hold that privileged status as though they were still with the original wife or husband that had that privileged status. And they did this for centuries, over and over and over again. They brutalized their cash cow, their meal ticket, their good life. And it wasn't just them, it was their bro hoes and their girl hoes who would go up and target them and get a contract, renew the contract, or do whatever, and then sacrifice them again. It was like over and freaking over. So the original contract never really ended. So they owe alimony for centuries of suffering, abuse, instability, and theft. They'll never be able to pay it. Because not only do they owe the alimony, they owe energy, they owe time. One masculine said to another, asked if she was instinctive. Like, how sensitive is she? They're talking about the United States of America. She could be there. They're calling something or someone insidious, or somebody is being called that, which is treacherous, crafty, sneaky, tricky, dishonest, and deceitful. They're talking about nightmares. Many of you can relate. For me, it was centuries of being woken up every hour and a half with this stuff. It was terrible. These masculines are talking about an intervention. They're having nightmares. They're worried about their reputation. They're worried about this woman's reputation. The curator is saying that she's sanctified. She's a savior. She needs her medicine. And he's having an issue. He wants to unalive this person. He does not want these people who are telling him to back off getting in the way. He doesn't want to obey commands. He is used to giving commands. These ones have been objecting about her ability to handle responsibility. But she is a multitasker. And just because she makes it look easy does not mean that she is taking shortcuts or making deals to lighten the load. There is something about leisure. They do not want this woman to enjoy life. They want her to continue struggling. They are happiness haters. And it's not just her who's having a life of leisure. It's everybody that she's sharing the wealth with. Like the meek who have been heavily burdened because of these ones will be experiencing some ease in their life. There's something about containment, which is the act of restricting or confining something or someone to limit a rival's powers of influence, a public measure to control a disease, a psychological technique for managing thoughts, a physical enclosure for dangerous materials. Hey, buddy, cut it out. There are still some masculine entities out here saying that she needs to be separated from her guardian. She's got a protector, and they're real ticked about it because they're connected. And every time they try to get sneaky with her, her guardian, her protector knows about it. They're pissed. They are talking about hidden knowledge. They persecuted an innocent person. But it was so much fun and so profitable for them that they just can't stop from trying to obtain her again. They won't let her be at peace. They are stalking, brutalizing mo-fos with bad intentions and bad mouths. The way they speak is just obnoxious. There's something going on in Texas, and it sounded like they said the Texas hearing, whatever that means. There's something about the military. So they were talking about immigration, the Texas hearing, and the military. Something about alimony, something about insidious, being insidious, and something about nightmares, intervention. Well, this is the message, and I'll see you on the next one, everybody. Bye.